Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. We're back with Silksong. Our cult week and our fundraiser is all over. It's back to the normal, good old, regular old, scheduled Silksong content. We're here. We're going to play some Silksong. Last we left off, well, we had... Oh boy, what had we done last? Last stream, we headed to... Oh, I know what we're doing. Last stream, we headed down towards the deep docks and then towards the far fields to find savage beastfly. We refreshed ourselves on what these were. We found savage beastfly. The good news about trying to recap last stream is that I spent most of it dying. And most of it resetting a fight in Farfields. But eventually we did prevail. So from there, I mean, I honestly probably just mostly got pretty distracted by an excellent conversation in chat and tried to deliver some stuff from Tip and Pit, or Tip and whoever, Tip and Pill to different places, which I discovered I think is mostly a moneymaker. I think Tip and Pill are mostly not the most important mini quests of all time, but I am interested in doing this Queen's Egg one. Today, we may very well try and complete both of these mini quests or smaller quests and then get back to the main quest of learning the threefold melody. I'm not sure. That's kind of the plan for now. In the meantime, we are on the way from Bellheart towards Styx. In the Sinner's Road. Now, I don't remember if I can actually go up from below to get there. Which could be fun. But let's find out together. Ryan, read that docket. Can I get an exclamation docket in chat? Take a shot every time Ryan says bouncing on it. Wait, no, people will die. What about a shot every time Ryan runs straight into an enemy and takes damage? Nah, that's still quite a few shots. Maybe take a shot every time Ryan reads chat at a bad time. Maybe I should just say take a shot of water for the safety of everyone in chat. Let's just start with a good old bounce on it. Let me go find an enemy to run into. That wasn't even an enemy. That was just a wall, but it still hurt my egg. Okay, we're probably going to lose this quest. Probably going to lose our egg. Probably going to lose it. I forgot that you can't even sprint without hurting yourself here. It bounced on you? You're so right. Welcome back to beautiful old Greymore, by the way. Everything is beautiful in here. Everything's beautiful and nothing hurts. Okay, what if we just tried the below route? Uh-oh. We'll go above. We'll go above. No, you piece of... We have 1 health. We have 1 health on our egg. 1 health on our egg. This is so bad. I need to go up here, unfortunately. We're so in trouble. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I heard that you were going to try the below route, and I got really concerned. No. The below route. The below route. Not the below route. That's something different. That just reminds me that last episode, Hornet got a little horny about Savage Beastfly, right? Stirs something deep within me, some primal instinct. And that just reminded me that I'm going to have to write smut at some point, which... No! Son of a bitch. Okay. Well. Back we go. We have lost the Queen's Egg. So here's my thought. I really want to do Queen's Egg because I think even if all we get from it is a... one of these... My guess is that you get a Silk Eater from Styx upon delivering the Queen's Egg. Even if that's all we get, that is a useful thing. But mostly, the reward will be seeing Styx and getting the dialogue from Styx, because Styx is an interesting character. We're doing it for the dialogue more than anything else, to be honest with you. To be very honest with you. I almost tried to hit a flea. Whoops. Melee says, I just wanted to celebrate that I passed the first round of interviews at both companies. Have second round interviews next week. Let's go. Congrats, Melee. That's awesome. The deliveries, they are gone. Broken, broke. Do not lose hearty heart, Miss Courier. This is Pharloom. Danger deadly. In times as these, it is a rarer thing for goods to get to their goings. Would you try again? For the bugs so much in need of their deliverings. Yeah, we'll do it. I want to. I want to figure it out. Another egg. Another grossy ether queen. Delivery for the big creature beyond the roaches. Maybe this one travels safer than last. Let's hope. Maladala. 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 Oh man, I feel so happy to be playing this game again. Alright, we're not going to sprint into anything and hurt ourselves. We're going to try out our route, which goes to the south. Maybe I should have tried that out before I got the egg. Beautiful, beautiful. Go south of this. Go over your head. No! No! Son of a gun. Oh, no. Okay, well, we have 1 health again. Things are going great. Excellent start. This time we will just continue and we'll see what we learn either way from the... Oh, wait, I have no health either, so I should probably rest. Okay, so... we'll see what we learn from the... Oh boy, I don't know about this. I don't know. We're just warming up. You're so right. Watch the bells. The bells are bad. No! You little shits. You little shits. You broke my egg. All right, let's just go find out if the route works. We have to do some scouting. Gotta do some scouting. Okay. A lot of pilgrims here, which does mean we're going to make some rosaries. This is a flat section here. We can just run along it. From here, we jump up. I can rest in this little bell. Little bell. This is bad. This is real bad. Not as bad as I thought. Okay. Just go up here. So from here, we're pretty close. We're pretty damn close. This place sketches me out a little bit, but... no. Go up here, right? Oh, there's a mite there. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I like how Hornet says primal instinct and Ryan immediately goes to bonk territory as if bonk is the only primal instinct there is. No, 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 no. It's not primal instinct that makes me think horny. It is also stirs something deep within me. That's horny language, motherfucker. Stirs something deep within me? That's horny. Uh-huh. Ain't nothing stirring nothing within anyone other than, you know. You know. Does hunger not stir in one's belly? I don't think you're going to win this one. I don't think you're going to win this one. I'm not saying only stirring happens. I'm saying deep within me. No. The language is horny. The language is horny. You can't fight me. The language is horny here. Okay, so this is 100% how we get here. Riley says we should bet and see if you can make this route. I'm down with that. The mods want to do it. The mods want to run a prediction. I'm down for it. Now, hold up. I think I can save and quit here. If I save and quit here, I think it just takes me back to the halfway home or whatever it's called. How would you like it phrased? Does Ryan successfully deliver Queen's Egg? That saved us no space at all. We might have actually gone backwards. Hi, Keplers. Is this still being posted to YouTube? Yes, it is. So there was no... there was only a couple videos last week because we were busy doing something else. But... yeah, I will start posting these to YouTube tomorrow after our stream today. And we'll keep doing that every time. Hi, Kepler's cat. Okay, I can't ask the question because I know that you guys will just disagree with me for the sake of disagreeing with me. But I'm going to do it anyways. This is such a funny exercise in me losing... me just giving you guys a chance to make fun of me. Yes or no? Do you think it's possible that the phrasing, its roar stirs something deep within me, some primal instinct? Do you think that could be read as horny? Y for yes, N for no. Everybody's gonna type in just to get at me, which I'm prepared for. I'm emotional. I put the emotional walls up. Listen, when I come to Twitch chat to play video games, I have to protect myself emotionally from the bullies in chat. I'm seeing some N's. I'm also seeing lots of Y's. I think you picked the wrong fight, friend. I think you picked the wrong fight. If it ain't horny, it's horny adjacent. And you might be saying to yourself, Ryan, everything's horny adjacent because the people on the internet are so horny. Yeah. And I would say generally, a lot of humans, real horny. That's not my fault. Seb says, I'm so happy somebody keeps the bullying torch alive when I'm barely here. Seb laid the foundation. The rest of y'all are stepping on it. Okay, we're going to do it again. And this time I'm going to do it good. Okay, we know where the enemies are. We know where the enemies are. Oh, also last episode we got a house. Got a house. We own a home, which is just going to be an enormous money sink inside of Pharloom. So here we have fleas. After fleas, we have... No! I was going to say we have ledge to avoid running into. You just can't be in a hurry. You got to be dawdling. You got to take your time. And I can't do that, apparently. Something in my brain is broken on that front. Okay, from here, we have run under the scissors. We have run past these two guys. Now, I think going up is a fine solution here, but you got to be ready for the other guys. Okay. We're going to float and see how far we get. Not far enough. Not far enough. We did it. We did it. Unfortunately, from here, we actually have to go up, not to the right. Okay, up here, there will be a little mite. No! No, there's two of them! You turds. I thought there was one. Okay, we're down to two. Can run through this one. We have, whatchamacallit, halfway home. Then I think it's straight into Pilgrims. We have tools we should probably just use here. Pilgrims? Okay, they're all dead. We just straight up murdered those people. There's more over here, but right here? Nope, right. I think there's one on top of this thing right here. We can hit from underneath. Nailed it. There they are. Dead. Our knives go through our whatchamacallem go through multiple people at once, which is really nice. Our straight pins. Okay. From here, I think it is more... Is it more like crows? Here, let's just start jumping. Okay, we have a place to rest, which I'm not going to take because I want to be able to teleport back if I mess up. And from here, it's just go up. You can climb the wall here. No! 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 God dang it. He's still down there. Just go. Go over here. This is the might. I'll just straight up kill that thing with tools because I am so nervous. Oh boy. Please don't die to spikes. That would be the worst possible way to go. Are we good? Chat? I think we're good. There's a mite. That mite is there 100% to mess you up on this quest. 100% that mite got added to the game because Team Cherry said, take one of those. Okay, ready for the weirdest dialogue of all time? I got one for free. Let's go. Sir, I have brought a queen's egg at request of Belhart's couriers. It was a hazardous journey, but the creature inside has made it here alive. How sublime. To think that my dear mistress would be the one to deliver the precious package. I had feared for the competence of those feeble couriers. It surprises me to know you correspond with them. I must wonder where else you go and who else you speak to after you scurry back up into the darkness. This is the rule about modern society. Sure, your groceries can get delivered to your front step. Sure, your entertainment is delivered to you via a series of cables directly into your home. But no matter how horny, no matter how kinky you are, eventually you're going to have to talk to a real-life person at some point. You have to. It can't all make it to you via the internet. You got to talk to a real-life person at some point. And Styx has to have their weird kinks delivered to them in person at some point, you know? Decoy says, for now. My whispers travel far, mistress. You need not worry yourself with my comings and goings. Oh, I'm not worried about your goings. I'm a little worried about your goings. All I do is in your service. And now, please, give her to me, the little queen. Wish granted. What do we get from that? I love that sound. With this, so caringly delivered by the mistress, our nest can be expanded. What's that mean? Okay. Our nest is larger, and the little queen begins her toil. More morsels can I grow for you now. Are you pleased with me, my mistress? No, I'm not pleased with you, and I don't ever want to come back here in the first place. But if you're going to give me the little silk eaters, I may have to, because this is a better trip than going back to get my rosaries back from a boss that I can't beat. You are diligent at your work, and I have raised no claw against me. If it remains so, I will have no reason to be displeased. that line right there, these two lines of dialogue read like Team Cherry is trying to convince the player.
Welcome to the cult.
Marvin, thanks so much for the subscription. Thank you. These two lines of dialogue read like Team Cherry is trying to convince the player not to hate Styx. Not Hornet trying to convince herself. It's like Team Cherry's like, no, listen. No, they're weird. Don't get me wrong. They're very weird. They're very weird. But you know, put up with it. Okay. Then my work will continue, for I am ever your devoted slave. I don't want to talk to you ever again. Mistress, is the morsel I grew worthy? You must consume. Consume and become stronger. This is how I will serve my mistress. While you hunt, I will prepare morsels, always preparing them for my mighty mistress. Continue this work if it pleases you, sir, but do not call me your mistress, for I am not. Thank you. But you are, mistress. You are strong, and I am weak. Always your slave. So when your nest gets expanded, does it give me any places to jump or to do things with? That's what I'm curious about. No? Okay. Well, that was terrible, but it's done. So there's that. We have a Silk Eater. We also have 1,300 rosaries. Time to figure out what's going on next. Bye, cannon fodder. Okay. Well, I would love to complete this one other promise, this wish, this hunt that we have. I think that would be good. I got to figure out where to spend these rosaries because I don't know. We could also just bank them for a future problem. You know what I mean? I don't have to spend them all necessarily. We could spend them on furniture, but that's the last thing I want to do. I have an idea. There's a shopkeeper we have not visited in a long time. And it's also right on the way to where we're going. Well, let's do that. Wrong way. No, wrong way. Hornet doesn't judge people for their kinks. I don't know that Hornet judges people for their kinks. I do think me being called mistress against my will is a different thing than that. I personally don't judge people for their kinks. If you showed up at my front door and called me mistress despite me asking you not to, I would start to judge. Riley is being asked to share smut about Styx in chat. I would go ahead and say share that in whispers, not in our chat. So happy to know that that exists. I'm not. Feel free to share it, just not in our chat. Wait, where was it? Right here. Carly's headed out for a second. Sounds good, Carly. Bully Ryan? I don't know about that. Okay. No, you're the wrong guy, right? Yes, no, it's you. No, I don't want to enter the spa. Wait, can I also shop with you? Or was that somebody else? Can't I shop in here? Strange beasts prowl these gray lands. I hear them roar and shriek outside camp. I think I can shop here. Maybe I can't. Speak. I'm seeing a lot of speaking, not a lot of shopping. Look here, all these lively fleas flock to our caravan. Thanks to you and your hunting, our numbers grow grand. Mayhap in time we could grow to match even those caravans of our fabled past. To see so many safe is a welcome sight, Flea Master. Their playful cheer suggests you are a fine steward for the swelling troop. Such kind words, Miss Hornet. How lucky we are to have found a friend so fair. But now we must away. These moors have been our host long enough. It is time to climb and hoist towards drier caves. Good friend, two fleas, would you join us on this next journey? Travel with you to your next spot? Well, shit. Sure. Wonderful, wonderful. Ushka. The fleas will be overjoyed to share this next journey with our favored companion. Let us away. We're going on a road trip. Awoo! 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 Oh! Oh my god, they're little snoozling sounds. They're snoozling. Ah, where are we? Another journey complete, and a new high spot for our rest upon the doorstep of that mighty citadel, no less. It is fortunate that all your companions survived the trek, Flea Master. The howling rise beside and the tangled wood before it have both claimed the lives of countless bugs. Ushka! Indeed, a perilous ascent. Maybe it was your company that brought us luck, Miss Hornet. It surely put us fleas at ease to have you and your weapon riding close. I have to say, the fact that Hornet rode in the carriage and not outside of it defending the carriage is funny to me. It'd be like back in the day, you're on a, covered wagon caravan out on the Oregon Trail. Person shows up in town with loaded with weapons and traps and guns of every sort, absolutely ripped, jacked human. And you're like, yeah, sure, you ride inside the carriage, we'll watch out for danger. Oh, she's the guest of honor? Sure, but she's also the scariest thing in this place. Hornet is the scariest thing we've encountered so far. Ah, and before the road steals you away from us again, allow me to offer you a humble gift. One of the little ones found a pale artifact while digging about in the sands. A spiny, cold sort of thing. I see no use for it, for we fleas, so of course we are all too pleased, eager even, to bestow it upon our dear friend. Is that another? Oh, never mind. Much better. Much, much, much better. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Amazing. Here we shall remain for a time, Miss Hornet, and pray that more lost fleas find their way to us. What others I encounter, I shall send your way, Flea Master. So where exactly are we? Right? Okay. Right at the start of the Grand Gate. That's what she said. She said something like that. At the steps of the Citadel. But still. Ushka. Amazing. Well, this actually puts us in a pretty good spot, I think, because what I kind of would like to do next is head up to here. I was kind of hoping to maybe use the Bellway to get there, but let's look at our to-do list. I'm going to check return to Styx off of the list because we figured out the mechanic there, which is that it seems like given enough time, we can return to Styx to get Silk Eaters. Which is really like a very kind thing. I mean, from my perspective, that's a wildly kind thing for Team Cherry to sort of do, is give you a way to get Silk Eaters. Now, of course, you do have to pay the price of talking to the creepiest person you've ever met. But your hard-earned, Styx is not in a wildly difficult place to locate. Like, you fast travel to Greymore, you can get up there pretty quick. Sinner's Road itself is nasty, but you have a pretty easy way to go get stuff, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. I thought I could buy something here, though. You give me this, tool, right? Oh, shit. Dang it, I just clicked through dialogue. Grishkin said we almost lost Varga on the way up here. Sadly, he is finding way here after all. Ha, is only jest. Grishkin and Varga is great friends, just like all fleas is being. You have luck, Miss Hornet, to lack the fur of we fleas. All the blowy sand of that place is getting very stuck inside. Ushkamitri. Dodeshna, dear one, Dodeshna. Have you returned to use Krat's luxurious spa carriage? I've kept it roastily warm for you. Sure. I don't think I'll even gain anything at this point, but sure. Please, my dear, step inside. I will stand guard here while you bathe, right on this very spot. It's an upside-down bell. I just pieced that together. Just piece that together. Cool. Okay, well, I think for us, the plan is just go right. Just go right. Go through Grand Great. All right. Okay. We need to climb this once again. Oh, we're climbing. Oh, we're climbing. Shit. Is there a different way up? Is this the elevator? Okay. I think we just have to do it. I don't really want to, but I think we have to do it. Hi, Echo. How's it going? Okay, so from here, I need... Shit. I need to hit the one above it down before I do that. Or maybe wall jump? I'm not sure. Zuma says, reminder that you had a story to tell. It's going to be a while before I can tell that stream, unfortunately. Or before I can tell that story, unfortunately. Maybe we just wall jump. Can we wall jump? Okay, I think we have to do that. Yeah, sorry, Zuma. Although, let me think and see if there's any other stories I can tell from the last couple of days. I mean, mostly I've just been like recording YouTube. Like, I've had family stuff and I've been recording YouTube. Like I said, we had, you know, a viewing, you know, and funeral to go to. Oh, I've got a funny story. I mean, I think it's funny. No! My little nephew really wanted to go to the... Went to the viewing for my grandma. On Tuesday, and then wanted to go to the funeral on Wednesday, but we were not going to. Okay. But he ended up not going, right? So, he stayed in school and didn't go. He really wanted to, though. And so apparently he was asking my sister, like, hey, can I go to his mom? Can I go to the funeral? He was like, no. Oh, you got to go under. Shit. She was like, no. And he was like, but why? I really want to. I really want to. And she's like, well, why do you want to go? He was like, well, Grandma's almost gone, and I really want to spend some more time with her before she goes. My sister was like, no, she... It's not. She's already gone. That was her funeral that we went to today. Kids say the word. Kids say the funniest things. Kids say the funniest things. Went to Grandma's funeral so I could spend some more time with her. Well, not exactly. Okay, so the plan here is just to collect some bug pins, some fine pins, from pin-wielding choir bugs of the Citadel. I think one trip from here towards here, this whole area that we haven't discovered, might get us enough so that we might be able to kind of turn it in. There's some choir members. Beautiful. We want the ones that have the pins, so I think we want the flying ones, but... This is the same nephew that when we explained to him that we were at a funeral a couple years ago and we were explaining to him like how he was asking a lot of questions about how like burial works. And he knew that we had, I probably told this story on stream before, so forgive me. He knew that like my stepdad had passed away a couple years ago, and he knew that we sometimes visit his grave and like remember him or talk about him or whatever. And so he was like, oh, this is like with Grandpa, his grandpa, my stepdad. We were like, yeah. And he said, oh, I miss Grandpa. Kid was born after Grandpa died. Like, kid was born fully 2 years after my stepdad passed away. He goes, I miss Grandpa. But that's still sweet, right? That's still sweet. So I'm like, oh, buddy, I miss him too. He goes, I miss him more than you. Same kid. I miss him more than you. Okay. All right. Well, that's not true. Wait a second. That's not true. That simply is not true. You. Nope. But whatever. Oh, so it's a competition? Do you remember feeling that? I don't know. Did any of you feel that way as a kid? Like, what is that? Whoa! What is happening? Is this that person who I nearly asked for help from earlier? Outside of one of the... That's a rhetorical question. Outside of, like, Moorwing or something? I think it is. It's the bug in their mount. Really quickly, do you remember sort of, like, feeling that way as a kid? I remember feeling that way, like, I went to one of my grandma's funeral, like, my great-grandma's funeral when I was, like, probably 8. And I remember, like, I barely knew her, so I wasn't really, like, sad, but I could see... Human rituals are so weird, right? Like, they are performative in a lot of ways. Not in a bad way performative, but in a, like... Sometimes I think the point of a funeral is to get together with other people, to show each other that you are sad, or showing respects, in a way that makes the people, like, that makes everyone else's sadness sort of normalized or feel okay or something like that, right? Like, there's a performative aspect to it that is a little weird. I do absolutely remember going to my great-grandma's funeral when I was, like, 10, and you're just like, I'm supposed to be sad. How do I perform that? Am I performing it well? Am I, like... It's a whole weird thing to try and... It's a very weird thing to try and wrap your head around as a kid. And humans are strange for that. Like, you know, funerals are freaking weird. Okay, so you're popping off. Should I help you, or do you want the honor of doing it yourself? Can I hit you if I accidentally miss? Entuma!
Ritalla!
Oh, sister, a grand victory achieved. It's Garmand and Zaza. A grand victory achieved again. The haunted might of this place cannot stand against our pure hearts. I don't know why I tried to make it a little Sean Connery. Leave us to our noble hunt, sister. The Citadel's twisted bugs still infest these gilded halls. Many of their numbers, but we shall see their life's thread severed.
Benti farada parang.
Friend.
Amazing. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I like you. I don't think I've collected a single one of these yet. Still 6. Eric Prime says, one of my grandparents died when my mother was really young. I was a long way from being born. Even if I didn't know him, I'm still sad about not being able to meet him. Yeah, absolutely. And you just don't have the lack of a filter / lack of correctly wording it that my nephew does, where he's like, I miss him more than you. It's like, well, I'm not discounting that he feels some sadness. Like, I'm sure. I mean, his mom and I and his grandma are all very sad when we, all experience, he's experienced our grief. So not to discount what he's, the fact that experiencing someone you love's grief is sad and is a form of grief, But it is really funny to hear him say, I miss him more than you. Okay, I think let's just go up. Let's just climb. I often feel like I'm performing emotions as an adult. Yeah. I feel that. Kids can be competitive about the strangest things. Hot take. Kids are asked to compete about the strangest things. I think you're right. And also, it is a socialization thing half the time. Okay, how many pins we got? Still 7? Not enough, that's for sure. Last funeral I went to, we had a good time connecting with relatives we hadn't met in ages. It brought everyone together in a time of sadness. Oh yeah. It's wild how different the vibes at funerals can be. So this week for instance, my grandma, she had, I think there is a time that I'm not saying there weren't people sad at her funeral, but there's a time 2 years ago, probably 6 years ago, 10 years ago, where everyone would have been distraught at her funeral. And because of the life circumstances of the last 10 years since then, I think there was a lot of relief, for lack of a better word. I think that there was a lot of the complexities of her very old age are now less of her very old age and declining health and declining ability to be herself is now no longer a question that was up in the air a month ago still. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sure maybe you've had this. I love this music. I do have to turn it down. You know what? I'll just turn my headphones down. Chat, tell me if the music gets too loud for you guys. I'll just turn it down on my end. Because I can't think. I think that I guess this is just the death episode, right? I guess we're just going to talk about it. So I think this is probably No? I think this right here is an elevator. So I think we're trying to unlock an elevator here. One of my best friends growing up had a sibling die tragically when he was 17. The sibling was 17. So we're in middle school. And his brother died. Super tragically. His brother and another kid died. This is this was the kind of the kind of like death in a small community that like wrecked the entire community. Like the next day, like that day at school, the next day at school was like the entire school basically stopped functioning for a day because 2 of the kids at the very small school had died tragically. And that funeral was like, I don't have words for how tragic and upset and how that funeral was. Like, without, like, I don't know how much of this we want to really talk about, but I'm talking like people like wailing, like pain that could not be contained by the funeral or like the ritual of it, like, and then it was a devastating thing. You know, it utterly changed my friend. It changed like a ton of people. And then a funeral like my grandma last night, or the last couple days, like I said, it was honestly it was a bunch of family from across the nation who don't really get a ton of chances to get together. There was a mixture of relief that like the last 2 years of sort of hellish health that she had been through were at an end. And like, of course you're sad that there's no longer, of course there's sadness mixed in there that she's no longer here and that you can't interact with her and et cetera, her story's done. But the weight of those things shifts. It's wild how different funerals can be in that regard. Like, okay, how many is that? Got to be close, right? 1 more? 2 more? 1 more. It's weird. It's very weird. And then I have not luckily been to some of them, but I think I've been to maybe one funeral that had like some like a cantankerous element, or like a the slab. What the hell is this? The slab. An element of like people upset with each other or angry with each other or something like that, like that's a mixture that can happen in there too, because Lord knows some people, the grief and the complexity of family and relationships gets can make that happen. Yeah, it's Ella says tragic deaths are devastating. Old people dying is sad, but it's also part of life. Yeah, it's a spectrum though. For sure. Like I lost one of my grandparents a couple years ago, and it was the first of the losses, and that one is much harder than the last of the losses. So like I no longer have a living grandparent as of a couple days ago. The last one was a lot different than the first one. They were all old. So it's not just age, it's a spectrum too. It's like when it's unexpected, that adds a level of complexity and there's lots of like it's humans are so weird. I love humans. We're so weird. They're so like and grief in particular is maybe the weirdest. Grief in particular is maybe the weirdest of human emotions. Not weird because it's illogical. It's so logical. But it's so logical that it gets like wrapped up in all this other. It's so like sensical that it gets wrapped up in all these other feelings too. I don't know. The slab. I'll stop ranting about that and start. I wondered what that was. A frayed rosary string. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. The unexpected is the worst, I feel like. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyways, sorry to make this such a downer of an episode. A downer of a stream. The slab. Does this mean that I might get a new map soon? Because I'd like one. The music here is weird. Okay, we have a new environment to take in, so I'm going to turn my attention to that. Thought that might have been a secret. There's a lot of low clunking and clanging. A lot of carts. Called the slab. There's a droning noise, which I find weird. This looks like a bulletin board in the background. cogs, ears. I just feel like some of these things should be breakable. It all looks so run down. I think that's what I'm getting from it. Off map. We are off map, baby. Okay. Oh, what are you? Squidward? What's going on? What are you? A guard fly, aka a Squidward fly. Starved servant of the slab, bearing a hooked long pin. Now, starved is interesting. Starved by choice? Are you like, are you fasting? Because this is a religious game where I wouldn't put it past it to have that be involved. But it's also a game about resource acquisition and so I think it's possible that you're not starved by choice. In fact, I think it's probably kind of likely. The Squidward fly. This says Bellway, which I'm excited by. I'm a little nervous about it too. Oh, hello. What are you? You make the funniest noise of all time. What are you? A scab fly, sticky young fly, born and grown in service to the slab. Okay, well, what is the slab? Dead body here? Nope. Okay. Oh! Are you dead? You look like a zombie. A penitent. I love that word. I love that word. Okay, okay. Humbled prisoner serving their sentence for sin committed within the Citadel. So, do you have a bag over your head? Why does your face look like that? They make the saddest noise. We'll go ahead and heal. That was the wrong button. I meant to do this. Oh, that's a lock. A lock with the mark of apostate. Okay. Okay, so apostate. Lock in the slab. I do not have a marker, but I might be able to put a... sorry, I do not have a map, but I might be able to put a marker exactly where I am, which is silver right here. Put it directly on our head. Now, apostate is interesting because I actually do not know off the top of my head that word. I know that it is religious in nature, and I think it might be lower level servant of a religious organization would be how I would sort of do it, how I would sort of define it. But I am going to look up Google definition for apostate just because, no, I was wrong. An apostate is a person who renounces, it's way more interesting, a person who renounces a religious or political belief or principle. To abandon a religious or political belief or principle. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. We found the Squidward fly. Now we got to find the Patrick fly. I wish I knew enough. No! A fucking trap. I wish I knew enough SpongeBob to make references like this with you. There's the one Sandy. Who's in a Sandy in like a bubble, a squirrel and a thingamabobber. Like a fishbowl helmet. Rest at this bench. I'm a little nervous too, but sure. We are deep off the map. Can I get up there? Oh, I almost can. Almost. Okay, well, it looks like there's something here in terms of a bellway. 40 rosaries. Does this game have some sort of religious allegory or something? Apostate. Who have I met that is the least religiously inclined? I mean, I don't know. I would say Styx, but I feel like Styx is actually more like... Styx is probably into religion. It probably like sort of gets him off a little bit. I don't know. Hi, Bug. How's it going? Hi. Hello. What is this? Am I freezing? I'm frozen? What the fuck? Mount Fay? Where? What is... I don't even have a map for the last area. Okay, we're going to write down left of slab bellway. What the heck? Styx's religion is you, low-key. Low-key. Do I have anywhere to spend money? I don't even want to spend money. I just want to protect my money. Okay, we're going to very quickly go protect our money just to be safe. Hi, Luke. How's it going? Mount Fay. Mount Fay. I'm intrigued to see what that's about. I have written down for some reason... We didn't actually get to talk about this earlier. For some reason in my notes, I have Krat written down. And then I have 140 rosaries and a memory locket. Like, I have it written down that Krat sells you stuff, which is not apparently the case. But Frey will do it, so this is good. So Frey is our place to do it. We're going to purchase a ton of rosary strings. We're going to lose money on all of them, but I will have money banked for the next super important thing that happens. It's definitely morning for sure, for sure. Just buy stuff, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was a backseating a loud stream. No, I don't want to buy furniture. Furniture is the last thing I want to buy. Someday. Honestly, I'm gonna feel way better having this in the bank, aka in my pocket. Yeah, we have to give away some of our money to have that security, but if that ain't a metaphor for real life, what is? I have 12 times 12. I have 1,440 rosaries here. I have nearly 1,500 rosaries in here. I'm feeling blessed. Ryan has become the banker. Yeah, that's my new goal. I'm gonna be the banker. I'm gonna be the banker. All right, take me back to slab. No, that's the wrong one. Shit. I hit the wrong button. Let's find out if we can get a map in this area. I like the way you launch through the bells as you get dropped off. That's really cool. Left goes to Mount Fay. This is a bench. This is the most cursed location of all time. This just climbs you up. This over here is a dead end, it looks like. Takes you to this ornate thing. You guys are bad. You guys are like bad and stuff. You're the easiest thing I've ever fought. Then I think up here there was a route to the right that I never went. Like right here. Oh, it's just shard bundles. Okay. Okay, well that was easy. Easy peasy. There's some way to jump up here. Haven't done it yet. We'll heal a little bit. Funny the differences in playstyles. The second I had a bell home, I bought everything for it. Yeah. Ah! I don't know. Is it surprising that I wouldn't? I'm not really a decoration person. If I have a resource that is... Oh, wow. That broke. That was awesome. If I have a resource that is shared by more valuable things... See, I'm betraying my bias already. If I have a resource that is shared between cosmetics and... I can't say potentially useful. I can't say more valuable. If I have a resource that is shared between cosmetics and things that may assist you with the, like, combat or exploration or almost anything else, I will choose the anything else over the decoration until I have so much money I don't know what to do with. Sue me. I don't hate whimsy. I just have there's a little part of my brain that has never recovered from playing Factorio. Ow! There's a little part of my brain that is so Factorio coded. God damn it. I'm back here. That won't allow me. What is that? It won't allow me to play games other ways. If I don't have whimsy, it's because of Factorio. I blame bro. I blame. Oh, you do take damage. Okay. Oh no, I'm fully dying. Okay, well, Jesus Christ. So that's the most dangerous thing of all time. Pharloom structures seem almost built for them. The drape mites, the endless corners and cracks, so perfect for mites to borrow and nest. Factorio hates whimsy, noted. That's not true. I mean, a little bit, maybe. I don't know. You ever seen a whimsical factory in Factorio? How do I get up? I need a god... Was that a flea? %, that's a flea. I think I just have to be higher than here. I think I have to be up there. There's a flea above me here. Okay. Good to know. How does one get up there, though? How does one? Maybe I need to try the other Mount Fay thing. That's down here. Yeah, it's the other side of Bell Beast. Seems real fucking bad, brother. Mount Fay, we're gonna take damage so quickly. We're just gonna take damage so quickly. Oh, it's not good. I'm gonna die. Okay. Well, place is bad. Bell Beast is napping. Carly got me Little Rocket Lab, which is like a Stardew Valley meets Factory game. Lots of whimsy. Did Luxy Games play that game? I feel like Luxy may have played that game. So I think I saw like a couple minutes of it. It looks cute. Yes. Okay, so same game. Cool. That game looks really cute. The game looks really cute. Are you enjoying it, Luke? Is there anything I could do to not freeze? Get a warmer cloak? Oh, wait, that's actually maybe a genius idea. If only I remembered where I got the... I got the thing that... I said that as a joke, but I got the cloak that lets me fly from... someone. And that might be a thing to do. Okay, I'm going to have to leave that idea behind for now, though. And we're also going to have to say goodbye to YouTube in just a second. Hi, Ann. How's it going? Oh, not the trap again. Yeah, let's go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. We'll start another episode here in just a second. Bye, YouTube. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Apologies for talking about grief for so much of it. Oh, that little indigestion. He's such an entertaining YouTuber. Clicks on the Silksong video. Oh, it's all about death and grieving and funerals. What a light jaunt this should be. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, bye.